I will be sending you later on, either this afternoon or tomorrow. I'll send you a list of 3 classes for next week. So hopefully you'll all get those. And if you choose to ride next week, those are the 3, kind of sequential classes that would work out really well. I'll kind of put the first one for Tuesday, second one for Thursday, third one for Saturday, which will be a duplicate of today's class. It's always nice when you're on the recording because you know kind of where you need to be as far as your heart rate goes, etc. But it's not necessary. And sometimes, you don't want to see yourself online. So who knows? Who knows, right? So 70 to 80 RPMs for the warm-up. Just starting out with our typical warm-up here, nothing major today as far as changes go. Good morning, Maura. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Susan. Great to see you guys. I'm so happy you're here today.
Good morning.
Yeah, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. All right, so we'll be doing our aerobic intervals today. We're going to finish up with our 10-minute warm-up. And the interesting thing about this is that all the blocks will be 10 minutes long. So it doesn't mean you're going to be working towards high intensity through the 10-minute block. It will be basically finding the intensity that we can be aerobic in. So it'll be zone 2, low end, zone 3, in my opinion, for today. But that's going to be totally up to you. But the fun thing about this, you guys, is that we're going to be adding RPM to get to the heart rates that we want. So once we establish our resistance right around 80 RPMs today, we'll be adding on enough of an RPM pickup to change the heart rate. And it's really fun because it keeps you engaged, it keeps you on task, and it keeps you efficient. So I think all those 3 things will really be good for our mindfulness today. So let go of everything else that's happening in your life for the next 45 minutes and focus on yourself, on preparing for this class. So that would be absolutely great. So we have 7.5 minutes left to go of the warm-up. We're going to call this a cruise interval. Yeah, I like that. I like that. An aerobic cruise interval. I don't know why I had that written down, but I'm sure when I did do the profile, possibly we were going on a cruise. I don't know.
We'd be cruising.
No, we're not cruising. No, we're hanging out. We're hanging out. I know you're getting ready to travel, which is really fun, Steve. I'm happy for you. Really happy. All right, so remember, today is your ride. Those are things that we always have to remember. This is your ride. This isn't anybody else's ride, so you have to listen to your body, find your heart rate, and be successful in your own realm of opportunity. So that's basically what we want to do. So right now we're rolling the legs, we're building up the friction in the muscle fibers, which is causing them to get warm, and that's exactly where we want to stay. The oxygen uptake will happen, consistently through the class. We won't be taking hardly any time between warm up and zone 1. We'll grab a drink of water, we'll pull it back for, posture break, and we'll move from there. So it'll be good. It'll be good. Alrighty, so 70 to 80 RPM. So if you're working towards the 70 RPM mark, let's start to build up that RPM just a little bit faster, maybe 75 to 80. I know this is a Saturday class, so we haven't had the preparation necessarily that we usually do on Tuesday, Thursday. So if you need to hydrate, please feel free to hydrate through the warm-up as well. We want to make sure we have that, with hydration on board so we can be successful. All righty, so we can learn a lot about ourselves in the warm-up. Sometimes when I'm not 100% committed to the ride, I feel that during the warm-up. And I have to have a little chit chat with myself. And I said, now you're on the bike, you're dressed, your water's there, everything is good. You might as well work to your potential today. So it's almost like a little bit of talking to that I do give myself sometimes. And sometimes it is hard to come to the bike. I get that. Sometimes it is hard. But I appreciate you're always trying. That's for sure. And so does your body. Okay, so we're past the halfway mark. Catherine, we're glad to see you pop back on. Yeah, a little unsteady Wi-Fi for you this morning, Catherine?
I don't know if it's user or the internet.
Oh my gosh. Most of the time for me, it's user error, that's for sure. Yeah, we were trying to watch The Bear last night on Hulu, you know, and of course you pay for all these streaming services, and then they kick you off and you got to log in your email, log in your password, then you got to add an exclamation point to change your password. I mean, it's just like, oh my gosh. And my
It's too
husband,
much.
it is too much,
They're on
yeah.
Apple.
Yeah, no, it's on Hulu. The Bear's on Hulu. Yeah, yeah. And the first one of the third season was good until the very end where they start shouting at each other again. But it was just so calm because it was showing food preparation, kind of his journey through his, you know, culinary education. It was all wonderful. And then they all got together and started yelling at each other. And I'm thinking, oh, really? But anyway, we'll finish it up. Okay, so we've got about 3 minutes of the warm up. So if you're not closer to 80 than 75 or 80, or 70, let's bring that up towards 80. See how you're feeling here for the next 3 minutes. So whatever resistance you have, whatever output, wattage power you have, whatever heart rate you have, is going to be valuable as we start the first stage. So a lot of times when we meet, we're RPM specific, and that's great. It will be a little bit of that today, of course, as we accelerate. It's heart rate, you know, challenges. That's what we're going to be doing today as well. But now we're going to be really monitoring that heart rate. And I think it's going to really be focused and intentful on your part. So because these blocks of work are 10 minutes long, it will be enough to keep us focused for that amount of time. 10 minutes seems to go, it will go pretty fast, I think, in the first stage. Alrighty, so a little over 2 minutes to go. So let's start checking in with our heart rate, checking in with how we're feeling. If you need hydration, let's go ahead and do that now. So what I'm going to have you do is when you look at that heart rate, make sure that you're well into zone 1. You haven't lifted up into zone 2. Is that correct, Pamela?
No, I'm just in zone 1. I'm 100. My heart rate's 100.
100? That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. Lori, your heart rate, please.
103.
Okay, great. Maura, your heart rate, please.
90, 100.
100. Great. Steve, your heart rate, please.
110 to 119.
Wow. Okay. Take your pick, right?
Yeah, I couldn't get it going the other day. We
What's
would
that?
get out of the 90s.
Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Susan, how about your heart rate?
109.
109. And Catherine, your heart rate?
100.
100. Great. And Stacy, your heart rate?
100.
100. Great. Okay, so if you're not to 80 RPMs, let's do the best job that we can to get to 80 and hold the 80 through the last minute of the warm-up. So now that we have these numbers written down, we're going to kind of use these numbers as we accelerate and get to the RPMs to lift the heart rate up certain numbers of beats per minute. So it's going to be very focused on that first stage. You're going to be very focused on the heart rate. You're going to be very focused on the RPM. Now, the clincher is to never go above 90. So if you're starting to accelerate and your heart rate is coming up to where I suggest it should be, then you can maintain that heart rate. Just maintain that heart rate. You don't have to increase your RPM. But we're trying to stay under 90, right at 90 or slightly under, at 80 or above 80, just slightly above. No, nothing drops below it on the first stage. 80 to 90 RPMs is where we're going to be riding. All right, so let's go ahead, grab a drink of water, and let's prepare for the first stage. See how fast 10 minutes went? 10 minutes went fast. Alrighty, now, first stage is coming up right now. First stage starts at 80 RPMs. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and begin now, 80 RPMs. The timer starts now for 10 minutes. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna have you do in about 30 seconds, you're gonna settle in. It's gonna be right here. Unless your heart rate has changed much, I don't need to know. But 80 RPMs to begin with. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you start accelerating and hold your acceleration until you see 5 additional heart rate beats per minute. So let's do it now. Let's start to let that unfold. So start to accelerate. Now, some of us will get there quickly and then you're gonna maintain it. Okay, some of us are gonna have to keep going till we get to 90. And if we're still not achieving success with the 5 beats per minute at 90, we're gonna have to add resistance, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? All right.
Yes.
Okay, so hold this. We're already 1 minute in. We're already 1 minute in. Okay, so we're gonna maintain that 5 beats per minute. So Maura, you should be bumping up to 105, right?
I'm at 110 actually.
110. So what I'm gonna are you at 80 or are you slightly lower than,
I'm
slightly,
82.
you're 82. Okay, so just settle at 80, see what happens, okay? See what happens. How about you, Stacy? 105?
I'm 104.
That's pretty close. Catherine, are you 105?
102.
102. Keep working towards that. Susan, where are you?
111. I had just been 106 before, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Pamela, where are you?
109.
109. Slow it down wherever you're at. Slow it down. Lori, how about you?
110.
110. Okay, slow it down just a tad. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do now, settle in, just settle in. Steve, I'm not even gonna ask you. Okay, I don't know, I don't try.
It's 126.
I don't feel like the challenge today. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, 14 seconds to go, hold it where you're at. Now, what I'm gonna have you do for the next 4 minutes, is start to lift that heart rate higher. We're gonna start with 5 more heart beats per minute. So let's go now. So if you need to go to 90 or slightly under 90, find your heart rate, then settle back with the RPM. So you're adding 5 more beats per minute. This is super specific. So Lori, now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get up to 114? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, 114. Maura, what are you gonna do here? What heart rate?
110.
110. Hold your 110. Susan, Pamela, what do you need? What do you need, honey? Oh, you're gonna mute. Okay. Susan, where's your heart rate now?
116 at 90.
Okay, 116 and 90. Hold that right there. That's perfect. Stacy, where are you?
I'm at 108 right now.
Good. Okay, so and what RPM do you have?
RPM's 85.
Okay, can you start to lift this up towards 90?
Yep.
Okay, great. Steve, where are you?
I'm 128.
128. Okay, great.
80.
Okay, 80. Okay. And how
I
about you,
got my
Kat?
power back just a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. That's real good. Catherine, where's your heart rate right now?
107.
107. I'll take it, girl. I'll take it. All right. Okay. Lori, where's your heart rate right now? Where's your RPM?
Heart rate is 114 and it's 90.
That's good. Stay there, kiddo. Stay there. That's excellent. Maura, where's your heart rate right now?
112.
Good. Are you at 90 or are you slightly lower?
84.
84. Okay, we'll take it. Steve, right now is at 128 still?
116.
116, drop back. See, oh boy, you're really challenging me today. Susan, how about you right now?
118.
118 at 90, right?
I'm at 87.
87, okay, I'll take it. Very good, very good. Stacy, right now, where's your heart rate?
113.
113, are you at 90?
Close.
Close, okay, all right, cool. Catherine, right now, where's your heart rate?
108.
108, kiddo, where are you on your RPM?
About 85.
85, okay, stay there, stay there, stay there. Okay, hold this, you guys. We've got another 50 seconds, 50 seconds. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing now, what we're gonna be doing in 40 seconds, we're gonna slow it down to 85, but we're gonna add just a touch of resistance to the right because we're gonna bring these heart rates up about 5 more beats per minute. All right, 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds to go. Catherine, don't worry, honey, don't worry. Don't worry. I thought I heard you say, oh my God, right, okay. So Lori, you're gonna be bringing your heart rate up into the high teens, maybe 120 tops. Stacy, if you can do it, we're starting to lift into the high teens. Catherine, you're gonna do what you can do today. Maura, no higher than the high teens. Steve, you're gonna do whatever you need to do to bring that into the 120. Susan, wherever you wanna hang, okay? All right, it's time to do that now. Drop it back to 85. See what happens to this heart rate. Do you need to add a turn of resistance to change it just enough to challenge that heart rate to where we just suggested? Give that a go. Give that a go. See how you're feeling. See if it's enough to change the heart rate 5 beats per minute. Boy, are we focused right on that heart rate now. So really focus on your breath, focus on your pedal stroke. You can see your power. We use power, we use output, we use wattage occasionally too to focus on where we're at. And you can use that today. If you find that heart rate that I suggested, do you want to maintain that output power and keep that heart rate consistent? It's possible to do it. It's possible to do it. Mind to body connection right here. Susan, once again, where's your heart rate?
119.
Excellent. I'm happy with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good. Steve, where are you right now?
121.
Great job. Excellent. Maura, where are you right now?
114.
114. And where's your RPM?
86.
Okay, start bringing that up just a few more beats. If you can do it, a few more RPM pick up towards 90. Lori, how about you?
120,
120. Excellent. Are you at 85? Are you at 85?
87,
87. That's great. That's great. Stacy, how about you?
119.
119. That's excellent. Are you at 85?
Yes.
All right. Good. 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 Catherine, how about you?
107.
107. Great job. Great job. Great job. Okay. If Peloton riders, look at your output. You got it? All right. You may want to reference that. Just keep it in the back of your mind. Okay. Those of you working with resistance, remember that. All righty. So we just have less than 2 minutes to ride. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be kicking it up towards 90. If you're at 90 already, you got nowhere to go. I just want you to ride at 90. And for 90 seconds, beginning now. Let's see what happens to the heart rate. Great job, great job, great job. All righty, so we're lifting this back up. We're lifting this back up to 90. So the heartbeats per minute are lifting as well. Now we want to stay in zone 2, high-end zone 2, no less than, no big jumps into zone 3. If it comes up into zone 3, I want you to feel super efficient today. Good job. All right, you've got 1 minute to go. You're almost ready to complete the first stage. You've done a great job. Maintain this, maintain this, maintain this. Watch that heart rate. Lori, where's your heart rate?
126,
126. Okay, great. Maura, where's your heart rate?
118.
118. Good job. Steve, where's your heart rate?
124.
124. Excellent job. Susan, where's your heart rate?
122.
Great job. Great job. Stacy, where's your heart rate?
122.
Good job. Pamela, we're glad to have you back. Catherine, where's your heart rate?
107, 108.
Okay, good job. All right, you've got 20 seconds to ride. 20 seconds to ride. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Wherever you're at on the RPM, maintain this heart rate. 122 for Stacy, 126 for Lori, 118 for Maura, 124 for Steve, 122 for Susan, 107 for Catherine. Wonderful job, and recover. 70 RPMs, you get 3 minutes to recover. Bring it back without resistance. Just lighten your load. Anybody see any change whatsoever? No? Same? Okay, check in with your heart rate now. I'm gonna ask you in 1 minute where the heart rate is. I want those heart rates dropping down. Possibly, what's been happening with my heart rate, I don't know whether it's the heat or whatever, but it's been holding steady. And then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, and then all of a sudden it just plummets. So just be mindful, all these things are fine. So we just want to be aware of where they drop to. You've got about, another 30 seconds. We'll check with the heart rate, you're hydrating, you're preparing for the next stage. Great job, you guys, great job. We're already 22 minutes into class. You've got another 2 minutes to recover, so take advantage of this. Great job. All righty, start checking in with your heart rate, see where they are right now. Stacy.
112.
Brilliant job. Brilliant jobs. Lori.
106.
Brilliant job. Maura.
101.
Brilliant. Steve.
112.
Great job. Wonderful. Susan.
117.
Great job. Great job. Dropping back. Check in again in about 30 seconds, Susan. Let's see where it is. Stacy. I'm sorry. Stacy already told me. Catherine.
103.
Great job. Excellent job, everybody. 20 more seconds to recover. 20 more seconds to recover. Okay, aerobic cruise intervals. That's what we're doing. We're staying aerobic. That's absolutely fantastic. All righty, wonderful job. Okay, Susan, check in again. Where is it now?
109.
That's perfect. I like that better. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, great. So preparing for the next interval. Next interval, we're going to go back to that 80 RPMs. We're going to find, I'm going to ask you to find those first heart rates. So it'll be Stacy, we're going to ride between 113, 116. Lori, we're going to ride between 115, 118. Maura, we're going to ride between 110 and 116. Steve, we're going to ride in the low 120s. Susan, we're going to ride right around the mid-teens up to the 120. Catherine, you're going to do the best job you can to get back into those hundreds. Pamela, let's see where you go today. Okay. All right, let's go. We're going to 80 RPMs. You're going to have to add resistance on now. You're going to have to add resistance on. 80 RPMs, add the resistance on. So those of you who are now looking at your output, you knew where you were successful before. So what I would do if I were you, I would add enough resistance to get to that output that you were successful with on that last effort. Well, you might say, well, that's going to bring my heart rate up. And it might, but you might be surprised. You might be surprised with this additional resistance to achieve this output. Maybe this is a super efficient output for you right now. Because we're now 24 minutes into class. We're saturating with oxygen. Our oxygen uptake should be efficient. All right. I started the 10-minute timer, but it's going to go fast again. It'll go fast. Didn't that first stage kind of go fast because you were so focused on that heart rate, right? Yeah, and the RPM. Pamela, where are you on your resistance and your RPM?
I'm 80 and
Okay.
30.
And you're on 30. So what would that output be right there?
53.
53. Okay. And where's your heart rate?
99.
99. So how do you feel about that? Do you want to add 31, 32?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that for you. Let's do that for you since you kind of missed that first part of the interval. I mean, the interval on the last effort. Okay, so Lori, 80 RPMs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's your heart, Lori? Where's your heart rate?
Right now it's 116.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Where's your output?
My output is 84.
84. Brilliant. Brilliant. Maura, where's your heart rate?
109.
Oh, really low, kiddo. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna add one additional resistance turn to see what happens. We wanna get that heart rate up, like around
Okay.
112, 115, hold it there. Steve, where's your heart rate right now?
121.
Good job, excellent job, wonderful. Susan, how about you?
115.
115, okay, how do you wanna handle that? You wanna stay there?
I can go a little higher. I'll
Okay,
increase, should I increase my RPM or my,
resistance, let's try resistance first, and then we're gonna
Okay.
increase RPM altogether. That's right. Stacy, how about you?
115.
115, okay, great, great. Where's your output, Stacy?
75.
75, that's good for you, that's good. Pamela, right now, where's your output?
My output is 60.
60, okay. Catherine, where's your heart rate?
105.
105, you're there, girl, you're there, okay. In 15 seconds, we're already 3 minutes into the interval. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do now is start to accelerate towards 85. Go ahead, 85 RPMs, let's see what happens to the heart rate. So what I'd like to see is I'd like for you to build that up about 5 beats per minute, right? So Lori, 121.
Okay,
Maura, 114. Steve, yeah, 125, 126. Susan, high, good. High 90, 119, 120. Stacy, let's get you up into about 120. Catherine, you do what you can do right there, sweetheart. Pamela, where's your heart rate now?
108.
Thank you. Okay, great. All right, now, as you increase that RPM to 85, what happened to the output or the wattage or the power? Went up, right? Yeah. Okay, so you've still got a few more seconds to decide what's working here. Have you achieved those RPMs first? Have you achieved the heart rate that I asked you to achieve? Yeah? Lori, where's your heart rate?
123.
That's brilliant. Stay there. No higher yet. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. Maura, where's your heart rate?
115.
There you go. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Steve.
125.
Brilliant. Susan, where's your heart rate, honey?
125.
Good. All right, Catherine, where's your heart rate?
107.
Perfect. Pamela, your heart rate now?
115.
115. There you go. That's good. Stacy, your heart rate?
119.
119. Brilliant. Stay there, guys. You are halfway through the interval. Stay here. How efficient do you guys feel? Do you feel like you're efficient at this point? Smooth out that rotation, yeah, of that pedal stroke. Nice, smooth rotation. I mean, this is what we call aerobic interval, right? This is part of why we're so efficient here, because we train in this zone. We train with these heart rates. Oxygen uptake is very efficient. Catherine, are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, now you've got 4.5 minutes to finish the stage. So what we want to do is we want to climb up into the high end of zone 2 and maybe toss it over, step it over into zone 3. Lori, what do we have to work with there?
124
All
and
right,
82.
okay, so
Yeah.
you dropped it back to 82 from 85 because it was
Yeah.
starting to climb, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So how are you feeling there, Stacy? Sorry. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's hard. 122.
122, good. You're doing great. Okay, Now, I'm just gonna ask you to accelerate slightly and lift the heart rate. Let's go up 2, 3, 4 RPMs. Let's stay here for 10 more seconds. See what happens to the heart rate. It may not change on the first one. All right, slow it back to where you started, wherever that was, 80, 82, 85. Yeah, now you're going to watch that heart rate. Watch the heart rate. Maybe it didn't climb when you accelerated. Maybe it climbed as you came back down. Okay, so watch the heart rate again. Watch the heart rate again. We're gonna do it again. Go ahead. Add in that RPM. 3, 4, 5 RPMs. You're gonna hold this. You're gonna hold this for 4, 3, 2, 1. Settle it back to where you began. Stacy, what's happening to your heart rate with that?
The same 122.
That's okay. Pamela,
115 to say.
that's great. Lori,
124.
okay, good job. Excellent job, you guys. Maura,
114.
great job. Steve,
122.
great job. Susan,
133.
oh, kiddo, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and Catherine, where's your heart rate?
104.
104. Okay. All right, here we go again. You're doing great. Let's go again. Accelerate. 3, 4, 5 RPMs. You're going to hold this, hold this, hold this, and settle back. Original RPM. Good job. Everybody's different here, aren't they? Wonderful job. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. Talk about efficient. Talk about efficiency right here. You guys are amazing. We're going to do it again. You have just 90 more seconds to ride this interval. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Pick it up. 2, 3, 4, 5 RPMs, no higher than 90. Good job. You're going to hold this, hold this, hold this, hold this, hold this, and pull it back. Original RPM. Great job. Any change in the heart rate?
Yes,
Yes, what was it?
125.
That's great. Steve?
122.
Great. Maura?
117.
Good job. Lori?
127.
All right, Lori, stay right where you are, Lori. No higher, okay? Susan, any higher than 133?
No.
Okay, here we go again. Lori, you're staying there. Monitor your heart rate at 127. Everyone else, RPM pickup, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and original RPM. You just got one more. You just got one more, right? Okay, Stacey, I saw you look. What is it?
124.
Okay, oh my gosh, you're against a headwind here. Here we go. Last time before recovery, pick up that RPM. 2, 3, 4, 5 RPM pickup. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and pull back slowly. Original RPM. Hold it and recover. 70 RPMs. Pull it all the way back. You've got 3 minutes to recover. You did a fantastic job. Fantastic job. Oh my gosh, wasn't that great? Aren't you wonderful? Fantastic work. Pamela, where'd your heart rate get to?
112.
112. Okay, you're okay with that this morning?
Yeah, it would have been good to be higher, but it just didn't seem to be going.
That's okay. That's all right. Catherine, what was your heart rate, honey?
105.
Okay, kiddo, I know that's tough. That's tough on that bike. Stacy, how about you?
126.
120. Oh, Stacy, that's brilliant. Lori, how about you?
125.
125. You were able to control that, weren't you, with that RPM? That's great. Maura,
114.
114. Great. And Steve?
118.
118. And Susan?
133.
133. Okay, great. All righty, get this recovery in. We've got 2 more minutes to recover. We want those heart rates to drop back. And you're on your last leg of your journey already. Okay, you're on your last interval, Pamela, if you want to lift your heart rate up a bit higher, feel free to do that. You can do that if you want, depends on how you're feeling. Okay, so this has been very enlightening, hasn't it? I mean, those heart rates have been great. Your RP, being able to control the heart rate with RPM, with resistance, I mean, that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about as far as cardiovascular training. You guys have done a great job. So the numbers, the heart rate numbers that we achieved on the last interval, we're going to return to those numbers. So what we're going to be doing is we'll start at, not yet, we still got a minute to recover, but I like for you to know what's coming. So we'll start at 80. We'll monitor 80 for 2 minutes with the same resistance you had on your last effort. In 2 minutes, we're going to check in where the heart rates are. And then we're going to determine how much RPM we need to pick it up, how long we have to stay at those RPMs to get to the heart rates we just achieved. Okay, and then it'll be over. It'll go fast. It'll go fast. Okay, so less than 30 seconds to go. I don't think we've ever done this class before. I don't think we've ever done this specific heart rate class before. And it works out really well with a smaller group, which is great, which is what we have today. So that's really great. All righty, here we go. If you need one more drink, do it. All right, 80 RPMs, 80 RPMs. So this part of the ride is only gonna be 7 minutes long. This is gonna be it. All right, 80 RPMs, load the resistance on that you had on your last effort. All right, I'm gonna check in with you in 2 minutes to see where your heart rates are. Now, wherever your heart rates are is gonna be fine. Don't think you have to be anywhere different than where your heart rates are gonna be at 80 RPMs in 2 minutes, all right? Don't worry about it, because we're gonna change that with RPM. And if RPM doesn't change it, it'll be RPM plus resistance. So it's all good, it's all good. So this should not be difficult right here, right? You're using that oxygen, you're using that availability of the, of having that oxygen to supply to the muscle fibers. Good job. So set yourself up for success, shoulders down, chest up. You're riding very smoothly. No choppy pedal stroke, nice and smooth. Good. So Pamela, what resistance are you starting out with?
32.
32. Great. Where's your heart rate right now?
110.
110. So what I'd like for you to do is go to 33 or 34. And then if you want to get into around 120 or 121, we can do that with RPM. Okay? Yeah. Okay, but watch your heart rate. All right. We're ready to check in. Let's go ahead and start checking in. How are your heart rates handling this, Lori?
Good, 117.
Good, Maura?
99.
Good job, sweetheart. Steve, how about you?
115, and I raised it to 32.
Okay, Susan?
118.
Great job. Stacy?
117.
Good, and Catherine?
105.
105. All right, here we go. You're adding 5 RPMs on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just say it like that. I'd go to 85. All right, now you've got less than 5 minutes to ride. We're trying to get back to those heart rate numbers that you just achieved. All right, so I'll check in. Let's check in 40 seconds, and we'll make a decision on what we need. So Maura, we're reaching for mid-teens, high teens. Steve, we're looking for 118, 120. Susan, if you want to go back into the 130s, of course, if that's what you want to do. Stacy, we're looking for 125, 126. Lori, we're looking for 125, 126. Catherine, 107, 108. Pamela, what's happening to your heart rate now?
It's 116.
There you go. Monitor that. That's good. That's good. It's coming up nicely. All right. Check in with the heart rates. What are you finding? Do you need more RPM to achieve success? Do you need to go faster? Do you need to maintain 85? Do you need to drop it to the low 80s? What's happening to your heart rate now, Susan?
122 at 90.
Great job, Steve. What's happening now?
124,
Excellent.
90,
Excellent.
32.
Excellent. Couldn't be, that's good. You're good. You're good. Maura, how about you?
112,
Okay, where's your RPM, kiddo?
86,
86. If you can bump that up towards 88, 89, let's do it, Maura. Lori, how about you?
127.
127. You can't go any faster, Lori. You got to maintain that. Maintain that. We don't want to go up higher than 128 there. All right, Stacy, how about you?
122.
122, you're getting there, kiddo. Great job. Catherine, what about you?
112,
You always end on a high note, don't you, Catherine? Good job. Pamela, how about you?
122.
122, no higher, Pamela, no higher, because it might rebound, okay? All righty. Okay, everybody, slow it to 80. Hold it to 80 now. We're going to stay here for 30 seconds. All right. Now you've got 2.5 minutes to finish the class. 2.5 minutes to finish the class. If you want to stay at 80 because your heart rate is doing okay, you're going to do that. You're going to do that. Because what happens as we slow it down, that heart rate, that oxygen kind of catches up, right? And we settle in. All right, now up to you. How do you want to do it? You want to go back up to 85? Do it now. Do you want to go back up to 90? Do it now. Hold it. You have 2 minutes to complete the class. Hold it right here. You guys are going to be totally done. Great. Now, Maura, did your heart rate drop back a bit at 80?
103,
103. It came back. It came down. Great job, Lori. How about you?
126.
126. No higher wherever you are. Maintain that. Stacy, how about you?
I'm at 125 right now.
120. That's great, Stacy. That's absolutely great. Steve, how about you?
122.
Great job. Catherine, how about you?
110,
110. Oh boy, good girl. Susan, what about you here, honey?
Here I'm at 132.
132. I think you could ride 132 all day long right now. Couldn't you, couldn't you, Susan?
I don't know about that.
Great job. Pamela, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good,
I'm
good.
Even though I maintained everything, it went up to 128.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you slowed down, right? Okay, Lori, I just saw you. Look, what's happening?
124.
124, brilliant. Okay, you guys have 40 seconds to go. That's it. 40 seconds to go. Think about how efficient you are right here. Right here, right here, right here. Maintaining that heart rate at this RPM. Wonderful job. Great cardiovascular success today. Fantastic job. You have 28 seconds to ride. Don't pull back. Don't allow those heart rates to climb any higher. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. You want to stay right in there. We are in the aerobic cruise interval right here. We've got 18. Go ahead, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it right here. You've got 12. Stay here, stay here, stay here. You've got 8. Stay here, stay here, stay here. You've got 4, 3, 2. You're done. Great job. Woo! Woo! Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody.
Good
Well done. Great job. Maura, what'd you say, sweetie?
that was a great workout.
Oh, well, you did a great job. You did a fantastic job. That's the great part of this class is everyone was successful at their own level of success, and that's fantastic. Maura, what was your heart rate at the very end?
104,
Oh, wow. That's
95
incredible.
now.
95 now. Very good. Lori, how about you at the end?
126.
126. Boy, that couldn't have been better. Steve, how about you at the very end?
119.
Wonderful job. Beautiful. Susan, were you able to stay the low 130s?
No, I got to 136.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. Catherine?
105,
105. And Stacy?
127.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Stacy, that was great. That was great. We gave it time. We gave it time. Oh my gosh, you guys did a great job. Congratulations. All right, so now you're just moving those legs very slowly just to keep some blood flow going. There you go. Don't let it just stop dramatically and the heart rate drops dramatically. We want it to slowly come down. Great job for a Saturday. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let's stretch some upper body by shaking out our wrists, drop the hands down to the side, roll our shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to take a huge inhale by reaching both arms up, inhaling and exhaling. Let's lace our fingers behind us, walk our shoulders back, lift our chest up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. You have every right to be proud of yourself. You've done a great job. Release it. Fingertips come forward, laced, and hands press away, chin lowers to chest. Feel that delicious stretch through the upper back. Great job. Go ahead and reach it all the way up and float it all the way down. Great job. Bring that left arm across the chest, stretching out. Wonderful job. Excellent job. Reach out, palms are up, bending the elbow, finger pads go towards the shoulder, guide the elbow towards the sky. Feel the tricep stretch and slowly release it and shoulder roll. Good job. Right arm comes across the chest, stretching out. Great. Excellent job. Reach out, palms up, fingertips come towards the shoulder. Guide the elbow towards the sky. Good work. Slowly release that elbow, shoulder roll up, back, and down. Let's move into our eagle arms. Even though Andy isn't here, we're going to open and close. Right elbow, left elbow into the crook of the opposite elbow, squeeze. Now when you're ready, begin to lift those elbows up right in front of the chin or the mouth. Great work. Slowly lower those elbows, release those, shoulder roll up, back, and down. Same thing on the other side. Begin to open and close. Opposite elbow drops into the crook, squeeze, and lift. Good work. Excellent job. Slowly lower, release, shoulder roll if you would like. Check in with those heart rates, make sure they're down. Our big inhale comes here, lifting up. Our exhale brings our hands down to the end handlebar, peeling ourselves up off our saddle. Feet are parallel to the floor. Heels can drop, the front knee stays soft, and allow the tail to slide back. Good job. Lengthening from the tip of the head to the base of the spine. You've done a great job. Good. Go ahead, chest can lift, pedals can rotate. Good work. Go ahead. Same thing on the other side. All those prompts apply. Great job. When you're ready, come all the way back down towards your saddle. Yeah. And then when you're ready, unclip, slide out, hold on to your frame as you step off your bike. What a fabulous job for you guys today. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. Good job. All righty. So what we want to do here is we want to make sure we have stability when we get off the bike. Make sure that we feel like we have our balance holding onto the frame. We're going to take a giant step forward with the left foot, a giant step back with the right. We're going to drop our right heel to the floor, stretching down through the calf and the Achilles tendon. Good job. So press down until you feel that delicious stretch. Lift up the right heel, come into a lunge position, tuck underneath that right hip. If you would like a little bit more intensity, that right arm can come up and we can lean to the left. It isn't necessary if you feel the balance is challenged too much. Go ahead and reach up with the right fingertips, float down, lower, untuck, and lower that heel down. Good job. Step together. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left foot steps back. Good job. Left heel drops. Just remember that each side's just slightly different. We don't have to step back as far, or maybe You know, we don't have to, or maybe further back, it depends on how much stretch you can feel. Go ahead and lift up that back heel, come into a lunge position, tuck your knee, that stretching side, left foot. Let's go ahead and bring up the left arm, like, and lean towards the right, stretching out. Good work. Go ahead and reach up, fingers, if they're up there, float down, untuck that left hip and step together. Good. Just go ahead and kick out. Good. Hamstring stretch on the right side. So step forward with the right foot, step back with the left, flex that front foot, drive that right heel into the floor. Good. Hinge slightly forward until you feel a strong stretch up the middle hamstring on the right side. Now from here, as we rise up, lift up the right knee, quad stretch, reach back for that right foot, knee down, hip down, lengthen out, and just slightly bring that knee back if you would like a little bit more intensity to come up the front of that right thigh. So we did hamstring, quad. So let's go ahead, sweep this knee down, lift up the right knee, cross that right ankle over the top of the left thigh, and down and back. Good. Outer hip stretch. Good. Now from here, rise up, we'll go into IT band. So lift up that right knee, tuck that right foot behind the left, squeeze those inner thighs. Once again, if you would like to lift up the right arm and hinge, go ahead, or forward into a stretch, targeting that, stretching that IT band on the right side. Good. Slowly rise. And once you're up, if you're over, uncross and kick out. Good. Hamstring stretch on the left side, step forward left, sit back right, drive that left heel into the floor. So hamstring stretch, middle hamstring stretch on the left side, slowly rise. Quad stretch, lift up the left knee, reach down and back for the left foot. Knee down, hip down. More intense, bring that knee slightly back. Good work. As you release this foot, lift up the left knee, cross over the left ankle, over the top of the right thigh. And here we go, down and back. Good job. Excellent job. Slowly rise, lift up that left knee, take that left foot behind the right. Once again, left arm can come up, hinge to the right, or hinge over for just a slightly different IT band stretch. Feeling the IT band on the side of the left leg. Good. And slowly rise. Uncross and kick out. Good. Last stretch here. Separate feet hip distance. Hinge forward. Hands down, soften the knees, cup the kneecaps with the palms. Okay, tuck the chin towards the chest, draw the tail in, and lift the mid back up towards the sky. Good. Feel a nice stretch to the mid and low back. Slowly drag the fingers up, the tops of the legs standing. Final inhale right here. Last exhale right here. Know that you were amazing today. Thank you guys for coming. Really, really well done today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.